A lot of people in the points and miles world will tell you a category 1 through 4 Hyatt certificate is basically free money. Book a category 4, get a $300 free night, done. Easy win. And look, I get the appeal of that framing. But here's the thing nobody actually talks about. The cert is only as good as the hotel you redeem it at. A bad property at a good category still leaves you with a mediocre stay and a burn certificate. And most of the people hyping up these easy category 4 redemptions have never actually stayed at the properties they're redeeming. The Grand Hyatt Tampa Bay is one of the most cited category 4 options in the points community. You'll see it on every best uses list. So when I was heading down to Tampa, I knew I had to book it and see for myself if it was worth the hype. So in this video, I'm going to give you my honest take on this hotel, the good, the bad, the redemption math, and whether this hotel is actually worth it for your free cert. So if you enjoy credit card strategy and travel hacking content like this, hit the like button and subscribe. Quick disclaimer here, I didn't actually use a free night cert on this stay. I paid using points, but I thought this video could be helpful because this hotel is constantly popping up on the best category 4 redemptions in the US. So stick with me because by the end, I'm going to tell you whether or not I would actually burn my free night certificate when I get one here. But before we get into all that, let me quickly run through what these free night certificates are and exactly how you get them. Really, these certificates are coupons you can redeem for one free night at a category 4 or lower Hyatt property. Now, previously, category 4 hotels typically ran on average about 15,000 points per night. Though now, with Hyatt's new changes coming up, these may fluctuate between 12,000 and 25,000 points. On average, you can expect these properties to be mid-tier hotels, usually around 200 to 250 bucks a night. So how do you actually get one of these certificates? Well, really, there's 4 main ways. First is through your World of Hyatt credit card. Each year with the card, you get a free night certificate on your anniversary. Second is through spend. If you spend $15,000 on your credit card, you will unlock another certificate. Third is hitting 30 elite nights. And fourth is staying at 5 different types of Hyatt properties. So if you have any of these certs sitting in your account, or around 15,000 points, this hotel is normally in play. Now this is a Grand Hyatt. It sits on a 35-acre nature preserve right on Tampa Bay, about 3 miles from Tampa Bay International Airport. It has 2 outdoor pools, about a 10-mile bayside trail, and access to the water, plus 2 on-site restaurants, including oyster catchers, which has bay views and a solid reputation. On paper, that sounds like solid value for a Category 4 certificate, but paper and practice are 2 different things. So let me tell you what my stay was actually like. Overall, the hotel was solid, but had a few hiccups. Let me start with what genuinely moved the needle for me. The setting was a real differentiator. It had a really cool vibe being nestled in that nature preserve. The outdoor space felt really peaceful. The pools were cold but nice, and the gym was solid. And I enjoyed the Bayside Trail, so if you like to go for a run or walk in the morning, it could be great for that. Now, I will say the breakfast was excellent, and I want to make a specific note here because I ended up eating breakfast at this hotel twice in ways I didn't plan. So one night my toilet stopped working during my stay, which sucked. It took about a day to fully get it resolved, which was really frustrating. But here's the thing. The hotel's response, in my opinion, was top tier, and it honestly impressed me a lot. They comped me free breakfast for 2 and threw in 5,000 extra Hyatt points without me having to fight for it at all. Then on top of that, I mentioned to the manager I was there to partly celebrate my dad's retirement, and they comped another breakfast for 2. That's what gives a hotel a reputation. That kind of service on a quote-unquote mid-level property is rare. And a hotel that handles problems well is a hotel I want to give my business to. Now, the room itself had great natural light, and I was in Explorers for this stay, so I got a small upgrade to a higher floor, though the views were honestly pretty poor. Now, my advice if you go here is request a bay view room if possible. Don't just take whatever they assign you. Now, the on-site restaurants were both pretty good. The Bayside restaurant, Oyster Catchers, was a little overpriced, and the service wasn't their strongest showing, but the ambiance and the bay views made up for it. I enjoyed the food and the setting. Now, all that was great, but the really underrated part for me that sold me on this hotel was the stadium proximity. It was super close to Steinbrenner Field, where the Yankees play for spring training, and it's a 5-minute drive from Raymond James Stadium, where the Buccaneers play. So if you plan on going to a Bucs game or spring training, a concert, anything like that in Tampa Bay, this hotel is a perfect home base. I don't think people talk about that enough when they recommend this property, but for me, it was the main selling point. Now for the bad. The rooms are a bit outdated, and the location, while great for the airport and stadiums, works against you if your goal is Tampa's actual food and nightlife scene. Garber City, the Riverwalk, downtown Tampa restaurants, all of this is a rideshare away. You're not going to be walking to anything interesting from this hotel, except maybe the Bayside Trail. So just know if you plan on staying here, you're going to be needing to Uber and Lyft, or drive to most places and restaurants you want to hit. Now, as far as the value you're getting with this cert, when I was there, right around March Madness, with a few concerts and some other events in Tampa going on, the cash rates were running about $300 to $400 a night. So if you assume an average cash value on those certs is around $200, you're sitting pretty here, at least from a pure cash value perspective. So here's my final verdict. I'd rate this stay a 7 out of 10. Very solid, exactly what I was looking for, but there were some hiccups. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is the most impressive hotel I've ever walked into, but for a free night cert at a property with some cool outdoor character, 2 solid restaurants, really good service in my opinion, plus a 5-minute drive to 2 of Tampa's major sport venues, yeah, I'd come back. And honestly, I'm planning to come back next year when I hit up spring training again. If this video helped you think through your cert strategy, or you enjoyed the hotel review style videos, let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.